Today we're going to talk about stuttering. I'm a stutterer. Um, my father stutters. My grandfather's brother stutters. One of my cousins stutter. It's actually genetic, and they've actually found the three. I don't know if you call them genes or something in your genetics that causes you to stutter. Um, Statistics say that about 3 million Americans stutter, and most stutterers are men. I don't know. How do you go into the life of a stutterer? Um, it's there's a lot of painful childhood memories. It was hard. It was hard being a stutterer because people were always ready to tease you and to make fun of you. I even had a child. Well, I was a kid, so I never forgot this because this happened in maybe the third grade in Catholic school. And this boy turned around and told me, my dad tells me that people who stutter are retarded. So I couldn't even respond. I was like, well, I'm not retarded. I remember I was saying it and I was stuttering. And he was just looking me in my face and just laughing. I mean, just like, ha 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 ha. Like, it was funny and it was hilarious because now I look back and I was like, he was failing all his spelling tests, but I was passing all of my spelling tests with 100. So who was really retarded? But I was too young to think that critically because I was just so upset that somebody was making fun of me. What has stuttering done to my life? A lot. um, it really made me go. I just became a real reserved person. I didn't really say a lot. And it's funny because I've always been someone who has a lot to say. So I became an avid reader. I had a very high imagination, but I was relentlessly teased for stuttering. And it's funny because I bumped into my old speech pathologist and she told me that in middle school my stuttering was really bad. She even told me this. And it's improved as I've gotten older. But I haven't seen a speech pathologist till maybe I was like 19, so I haven't had speech in 9 years. Um, I really need to go back to work on my fluency. There's actually certain words like I cannot say, like words that start with B and words that start with S. And a lot of the times when I'm about to stutter, every stutterer has a word that they like to throw in. Mine is I have a lot of ums. Ums are like. Like when I talk, I'll say like a lot because that's actually stopping me from stuttering. I've met people who couldn't even talk, which actually brought me to tears. I've actually met people who stutter who every other word is a stutter. Like imagine living your life where you can't even talk, where you can't even see. I just stuttered. Where you can't even express yourself. Imagine how painful that is. Imagine being an adult going on a job interview. Oh my goodness, I don't even want to talk about job interviews. Once people see I stutter, they just have this look on their face like, oh, you stutter. Okay, we're not going to hire you. You know, it's very, very sad. And the funny thing is, I've worked in call centers. I've worked in the call centers. I've worked in customer service. Um, Most people are very nice, but of course you get a few people who are just very rude and just intolerant, and they just say all types of inappropriate things. I'm going to be honest with you, stuttering has held me back from a lot of things. And even as an adult, I still hold anger towards people who made fun of me. And I remember when I was part of the special ed, special ed, it has people who stutter, people with speech disorders, people with personality disorders, people with special handicaps. Well, in middle school, I forgot what it was called, ESOL. I don't think that's what it was called though. We used to have an annual picnic, and kids with behavioral issues, speech, physical handicaps, we all went and we had a picnic. And I remember one year I was going to the picnic, and out of nowhere, this boy, and I never forgot his name was Kendall, and he was like, "Oh yeah, have fun with you and your retarded friends, 'cause you're slow. Yeah, slow and retarded." And I was like, "Well, your mom was slow and retarded." So he tried to fight me, and like it was real crazy, and like people held me back, and he was like, "At least I don't stutter, at least I'm not retarded." And I was like, whatever. So, but it was just things like that. Stuttering can cause a lot of other emotional issues. It can cause you to be very insecure. As you can see, I'm saying because that's where the stuttering comes from. So if I say I don't stutter, but I'm trying to get rid of the ums. See, I just did it without even trying to. Basically, it causes you to become shy. It causes you to doubt yourself. You don't necessarily doubt your intelligence, but you just feel like when you stutter, people look down on you as if you can't do a certain job, or something's wrong with your brain, which actually there is something that's not going on, or that's not connecting. I don't know. It's a fluency issue. And I wouldn't wish stuttering on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't. I mean, because it really it can turn you into a social outcast. It can really lower your self-esteem to the point where it takes years to build it back. Imagine going on a date. To me, that's like the worst thing. And there are people who if I hang around them, I stutter a lot. Like, I can feel people's tension, or when somebody is critical, or has me feeling very uncomfortable, I stutter a lot. Or if somebody is really mellow and very nice and very leveled, I don't really stutter. It's basically also my comfort level. Things that piss me off is when people try to tell me, "Oh, you can stop stuttering." Excuse me? It's genetic. Unless you're a stutterer, then you pretty much need to not give any advice on my stuttering. Or people have told me to calm down when I wasn't even hyper. Like, people who think they know, and that really upsets me. Like, don't tell me to calm down. You don't know what makes me stutter. So it's like, oh, it is true, if you're calm, you don't stutter. But certain people, it doesn't matter if I can stutter when I'm calm. I've stuttered when I'm calm. It's just genetic. I can't stop it. And imagine people who can't find a job because they stutter. I've been on job interviews, too many, and I still, I'm still struggling to go into my career. I have a job, but I'm not doing what I want to do. A lot of stutterers work in jobs where they don't talk a lot. They do more administrative work. They rarely communicate with the general public. One thing I have to say on behalf of most stutterers is that it's something that we can't help, and it's good to be understanding and to just stop and just listen and be patient. Sometimes here comes a word, it's a B word. I have a hard time saying B words. There's a block, and you want to say something, but it's like it won't come out. It's like the weirdest feeling. I can't explain it. It's like It's like somebody putting their hand over your mouth. It's like you want to say it, but it won't come out. To me, those are the most embarrassing for me personally when I'm trying to say a word, and it's usually B words and S words. And it's just like, it just won't come out. It's like a block. It's like you're stuck. I can't even explain it. Well, my time is up, but I just wanted you guys to have a little bit of information on stuttering. Alright? Thanks, guys. Bye.